Alright, so this next section, the first part I'm going to show you here, the timing is a little weird at first, but it makes sense with the music. Yeah. So basically, the words are when he first comes in saying "baby tonight," and you kind of, after you do the last part I showed you, you take a step forward and you hold it, and then you go into it. And I'll show it to you with the music later so you understand what I mean. So, after you step forward, and then you kick your right leg out, and this arm comes up, and then you bend this, and this comes in at the same time. So forward, kick, in. You bend this leg too. So do, 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 do. And I want your feet, your foot that kicks flexed, and this hand in a fist as it comes in. And the words, I think I remember those eyes, 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 baby tonight. That's how music corresponds with the movement. And as you just saw after this, you step out, and this one comes down and that one comes up. And then you switch and you step in, and then you step out and do the same thing. Basically, you. When you go, when your feet come together, bend. So, do. Okay? Okay. Sorry, I had to show you the wrong thing. Step out, step together and bend, and stay together. Don't step and straighten. And this one comes up. So, baby tonight, and then from here, DJ got us. So it goes out and in, and then your hands open, and it goes around and down. So basically, your hands are making almost like a rainbow. So out, in, and then around, and your body goes from forwards, and you turn, and you're bent, both legs are bent, your back heels pop a bit. So, DJ, and this foot pops up, and you just go like this. So, from here, DJ, got us, turns in, out, in, around, and this stuff is all sort of just putting your own style into it as well. So you don't have to do all the little pops and stuff. If you find it too difficult, you can make it more basic as well, and we can play around with that. I'm just showing you, this is kind of what I had in my head. So basically, this leg pops out while this arm comes out. It pops in when this arm comes in, and it pops out again with your arm at the same time. And then this one follows, and they both come down. Both hands down and both knees bent to the side. And when you come down and to the side, I want your head to look to the side as well. From here, you turn to the front, and your leg kicks out at the same time. So, and your arms come up to here. And I want you to put your right hand over top of your left hand. And this is important because it'll make a difference with the movement. So when you put your hands here, make sure right hand over top of left hand. So you kick at the same time as your leg or your hands come in, and then they come out when you step. So backwards of what I just said. Both out at the same time, both in at the same time. Both out at the same time, both in at the same time. Alright? Okay. So DJ got Fallin in. Love again. So here, this leg is forward, your right leg is forward. Hands are in here with your right hand on top. Step out with your left leg. And the hands at the same time, just do this. So basically, you're here, and you go here. You just basically flip your hands like that, and like that. I know this video is coming off backwards, so it might be a little tricky to get the directions because of this webcam, but if you just remember, right hand over, flip, and the top of your right hand, right wrist, goes to the left. From here, the arms are going to be here, ba, ba, ba. So it looks kind of tricky, but it's actually really straightforward. So straight like that, and then over and in. This is called tutting, like Egyptian tutting. So here, here, and then you just switch. Back. So when you do it all together, it looks kind of tricky, but it's pretty simple. Do. On this, stand up. So the whole thing, all of this, your legs are bent, and then when you do this one, you just straighten your legs. From here, all the hands do, you just separate them and bring them back together. And then separate them again. Again, straightforward, might look a little more tricky. Apart, together, apart. And the legs, all you do is step out and transfer your weight onto it, and then back and out. And slide. Basically the same thing as before, you go bounce, bounce, slide. So you put your weight on your right leg, put your weight on your left leg, and then put all your weight on your right leg and kind of step, and your left leg drags behind. So it's just ba, ba, ba. And you want to bend your legs a bit. When you do this, it'll be a lot more comfortable. So with the arms, step and slide. And from there, step and slide. You just make fists with your hands, and you just step forward and you roll and bend. You do 2 rolls. Okay. Roll, then back. You basically go roll 1, roll 2, and when your right arm gets up to the top, you lean back. So, 2, 2, 2, roll 1, 2. Okay? 1, 2. And these are all on the count. So as you do your first roll, your foot comes forward. As you do your second roll, sorry, it's when your left arm gets up, right arm down. So, back, So kind of after you lean back, when you start leaning back, your right arm's down. And as you lean back, this one continues to keep coming up. So when you get to the very back of leaning back, this arm is going to hit the top. Okay. So here. You step forward with your right leg, and at the same time, you pop your chest forward. It's hard to see against the black background, but basically, turn this way. You see, I'm just doing this. So it's just my chest is going forward, back, twice. Okay? And I step at the same time as my first chest pump. So, 2, 3, You kind of rock your whole body forward and back as well. So your weight on your feet is kind of rocking back and forth. And your arms come back when your chest is going forward. And then from here, your weight's on your right foot. You want to transfer it to your left and step back on your right. Okay? And this next part's going to be a little bit quick. Just 3 quick steps. All backwards. So your weight's on your right foot. Transfer it and step again on your right foot, but behind. So, step, step. And on the last step, your hand comes up. And like that. So as you're stepping back on your right foot, the last time, this hand does this. Chest and chest, step, step, step. Alright. So that whole time, I think I want you guys looking basically to the front right corner, because that's where you're facing. I think I want you guys looking that way. I'll probably come there, hopefully, and see, and I'll decide what looks better. But here. From here, your left leg, your front leg, you're going to step out. So, down, step out, behind, step. 1, 2, 3. So the first one isn't exactly out as in you're facing forward, just sort of a like diagonal back. Next one is behind, and the last one is out, so you're facing straight forward. 2, 3. So there's going to be some arms and legs movement part. 1 and 2. So on that last one, when you step out, you want to think, you grab with your hands, and pull. So you end up